What's up, my frag heads? It's your boy J Rock. Today I'm gonna be hitting you with another fragrance review. This week I went with a total blind buy. I wanted to familiarize myself a little more with the oud note. So I wanted to know a little bit more about oud, and I decided to pick up this bottle that is total blind buy. I didn't know much about it. I got it for about 17 bucks on Google Express. So, worst case scenario, if I don't like it, 17 bucks is not a big loss. All right, so let me hit you with the three P's: presentation, price, and performance. Then last but not least, we'll get to the scent. Sound good to you guys? All right, let's get to it. First off, there's the box. The fragrance is Oud Touch by Franck Olivier. This is from France. It's a basic box, nothing major. Got all your info down here. Okay, now one thing I wanna let you guys know, this is a EDP, Eau de Parfum. All right, it's a EDP, which tends to usually be more expensive. Now this is the bottle. It's squared. It kind of reminds me of those Versace Eros bottle for some reason, but more cheaply made. It is glass. It's not too heavy. It says Franck Olivier right there on the top. The top is plastic. Very light, very cheaply made. Do not pick it up from here. It might fall off. I wouldn't recommend that. And the bottle itself looks cool, but when they get into the design, it's like a tree right there. You could see it's very lacking in detail. It's not the most detailed thing, but this is like a revolving door right here, so it spins. It doesn't actually spin, but it gives you that effect that it would. See, it goes in, and it does the same over here, like a revolving door would do. So that's pretty cool. Presentation, it's nothing great, nothing terrible. You could tell though that the quality isn't there, but the effort to try to be unique is there. But I mean, it was $17, guys. So you know, you get what you pay for as far. And yes, when you pay for something, you're not just buying the juice. They're charging you for that presentation as well. If it comes in a nice fancy box, a nice bottle, they're putting all that into account and they're charging for all that as well. So this one you're getting it cheap, so they're not putting too much into the presentation. I might the presentation with about a 6.5. Not my favorite. Felt a little cheaply made. Well, that's not too important. The price. The price, I believe, retail is about $75. You could get it online, like I said, Google Express. Just type Google Express, and then once you're there, type Oud Touch, Franck Olivier. You find it about $17 to $20. So yeah, that's a great price. It's about 60% off, somewhere around there, 65% off. Once they've been out a year or two, a lot of these brands drop in price unless it's like a big name brand like Prada or Chanel. They tend to stay close to the retail price, but most other brands they drop in price as time goes by. So the price at $17, I'm gonna give this a 10. It's a 10, great price. It's under 20 bucks. One thing I gotta say is sometimes if you were to see something like this at the mall or the store, the bottle looks kind of cheaply made, so you would probably pass. You gotta definitely check out the scent itself though, because I'm guilty of this myself. A lot of these brands that I never heard of, I wouldn't buy them. I'll be like, I'm not bothering with them. And then also the bottles, the presentation aren't as cool, so I'll go with the designer brands. And you're paying a lot more. And sometimes now that I've been getting more into fragrances, I'm checking out some of these cheaper ones, and they're just as good, and a lot of times they're better than your $60, $80 designer. Sometimes you get a $20 bottle that sometimes is better than what you bought at 80 bucks. So don't pass them by. Definitely worth uh giving them a shot once in a while. And I don't always recommend blind buying. So now that we got internet and everything, you could check out vlogs, videos. Fragrantica is a great website to hear other people's opinions. Amazon. So now we have other ways of kind of getting a feel for what people think about it or a description of the thing, so you don't completely blind buy. But yeah, definitely give some of these other lesser known brands a try. A lot of times they're better. So now that we got into the price, let's get into the performance. I'm gonna give this a quick one shot, Man, I almost don't want to do it because this thing is potent, son. I mean, I'm just smelling this. I could almost, nah, I still rather spray it on myself. Another thing about this atomizer is kind of very cheap plastic. I don't trust it a lot. I'm surprised it doesn't drip or anything. So luckily it works properly, but it doesn't look very high quality. Again, don't let the presentation fool you. I'm gonna give it one blast. Let's see how the atomizer works. Well, let's go this way. I didn't even want to do that much. Now remember, it's an eau de parfum, so it's very strong. While I'm letting this settle down a little, let me kick you down with the notes. All right, so the opening notes is orange, raspberry, and caramel. Now, for me personally, right away when I spray, I do get that uh, raspberry note. That's the one that I notice the most. I don't get a lot of that orange, but I get raspberry. And I honestly, in the opening, I don't really get that caramel till later down, till later on in the mid note. Ah, it's a very nice opening though. Before I finish reading the rest of these notes, let me just tell you the performance, the longevity, and so forth as far as on my skin. I get easily about 15 hours with no problem. Get 15 hours, probably longer, but you shower, so it goes away. But anything past 15 hours doesn't even matter. The point is, it's there all day, right? It's there all day. Now, the projection, I would put this under beast performance, beast mode. It's loud, it's flamboyant, it's in your face. It's like, look at me. It's gonna turn heads when you're wearing it. People are gonna say, who's wearing that? Like, people are gonna smell it for sure. There's no way around that. You're gonna be noticed, and if that's what you're going for, like you want attention, you wanna let people know I'm here. You're very like flamboyant and flashy. This does that for you. Now, it's a little daring because you might not always be noticed in a good way. Maybe someone's like, "What's that smell? I hate that cologne," right? So you're taking a risk right there. Maybe someone don't like it and be forced to smell it. You could be, offending them. They're like, ah, because it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there all day, and it's gonna be loud all day. Yeah. So for projection, I would say about a bus's length. Like however long a bus is in whatever city you live in, if they're that far away from the beginning to the tail end of it, they're gonna smell you. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna catch a whiff of that. Now for the longevity, where you said about 15 hours. So yeah, it's and the sillage is gonna leave a trail for sure. I don't know, 5 miles, maybe something like that. So needless to say, because of that projection and that performance, it's not the most versatile scent for your if you're using it like if you're in a indoors environment. I've I don't know if I would even wear this in a close environment. Outdoors for sure, the night out on the town, cool for sure. Winter, you're walking around on the streets, whatever. You're fighting that wind is gonna cut through that like butter. It's not gonna have a problem with that. But uh, um, it's tricky with this one. It's a little challenging as far as the way you apply it. You gotta mess with it a little and see what works for you. I would say for normal every day, one spray is good. You're good. It's gonna. I originally the first 2 days I went 4 sprays, one, two, then on each forearm. Whew, it's pretty strong. It's kind of loud. Maybe a little bit more than I would have liked it to be. So I'll say stick around 2 sprays, 1 or 2 sprays. You're good. Performance, it gets a 10. Needless to say, the performance is there. You just gotta know how to tweak it according to the weather and the situation and all that good stuff. Now let me get to the rest of these notes. The mid notes was violet, patchouli, rose, jasmine, and olive. I'm not even gonna read that next one. 'Cause I don't even know how to pronounce it. But definitely, once you get past the dry down, past the opening, and you get into the mid notes, you definitely start seeing that. I start seeing that caramel. It says it's supposed to be an opening, but I get it kind of more towards the middle. So I get that caramel, then you get that rose note. The rose note is one of the most prominent notes on this, but then you also get some patchouli in there. So like I'm not I haven't tried a lot of rose scents, but the fragrances I have, they've come off to me like something I'm not sure I want to wear, to say the least. But this one, it felt very masculine to me, like but that patchouli makes it a little more grimy, if you will. So it gives it that masculinity. So I like the way they mix with each other. But it also has jasmines, and at the end it has amber, musk, and vanilla. You definitely get that amber as well. That's a very potent note. So I get the rose, the patchouli, and the amber the most. Those are the scents I smell a lot, and you get that raspberry a little bit too, but it's stronger in the beginning and it becomes more like in the background as fragrance runs its course. That becomes more of a background role player, and the stars become the rose, the patchouli, and the amber. I hear this fragrance compared to a more expensive brand, Dior Oud Ispahan. In case you're familiar with it or you want to look it up and watch a review or whatever on it, put it down there in case you haven't tried it. I never smelled that before, so I'm not gonna judge it on how close it is to that one. For people that have both, they can do that, and I've seen on a few reviews, they say it ranges from, some people say it's 80%, some people say it's 85, 90%. So it goes anywhere from 80 to 95% close to this other more expensive brand. So anywhere between 80 and 95. So that's what they say, in case you're curious. Now, me, I'm just gonna judge this fragrance on its own merit. So I'm not gonna judge it for creativity or anything like that. And this is a very pleasant no scent. I'm digging it. It's very elegant. It's there for the long run. It lasts at an affordable price. This doesn't smell like a $20 fragrance. I'm gonna let you know that right now. This is not this doesn't smell like something cheap. This smells like something more expensive. I would put this if you like Valentino Uomo Intense, you're probably gonna like this. I say give this a try. It doesn't smell like it, but it's the same type of style. They're going for the same type of occasions, if you will. It's elegant. It's masculine, yet a woman could also wear it because of that rose note and that caramel, and then it has jasmine. So I think a woman that is flamboyant and wants to be noticed, throw on a few sprays of this, you're gonna turn heads. Maybe you want to show off your dress, and you're like, how did I get them to turn around to look at my dress that I just bought or whatever, my new high heels? Throw 4 sprays of this, they're gonna turn around to know where that scent is coming from, and then they're gonna see the whole package, which they're gonna see you rocking your gear, right? So you will get this for these occasions, and it's cheap. So a woman, confident woman that wants to be noticed, can definitely pick this up at a nice price. So it has an elegant vibe to it, so you could wear it out to fancy dinner, special occasions. Again, just don't go too heavy on the sprays. I wouldn't go more than like two, unless it's like fall or winter, where it's windy. But yeah, this is not something you would wear. I don't think I would wear this casually, and definitely not in the summer. I would say, putting seasons to the side, let's just stick to the weather and the temperature. I would wear this if it's like around 60, 50 degrees. If it's around 70 or higher, I wouldn't mess with this. I wouldn't throw it on because it's gonna be too hot for this. It's gonna be too hot to wear this. So anytime when you're around 60 degrees or lower, you're good. Even then, still try not to apply too much because it is very loud. Age groups, it just depends on the person, the personality. Because every fragrance has character. Depends on your character and what you're going for that day. But if you are 15 in junior high, high school, you probably won't be wearing this much. Someone in their 20s already, 19, 20 and older. But yeah, overall for this scent, I'm gonna hit it with like a 8.5. I was really pleased. I was digging it. No complaints here. So I get the same 8.5, and then overall, when I put the price and performance and everything into account, overall I'm gonna give it like a 10. 10 overall. Very pleased. So, I've been hitting them out of the park lately. I've been very lucky. That's my second fragrance in a row that I've been really pleased with. So far so good. All right, I guess that's all I got for today. So you know what's up. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. It helps out your boy right here. Helps promote my channel out there. Also, you want to see more of the same? Hit that subscribe button. That'll let you know on your feed every time a new video's up. And if you want to get hardcore with it, hit that notification. That way, in case you miss it on your feed, on your notifications, it'll let you know I just uploaded a new video. All right, so again, guys, thanks for taking time out of your day. I know a lot of us are busy. We can't watch every video out there. So if you did watch it, good looking out. And, leave your comments in the bottom if you've bought this before, if you checked it out, or anything else from this house. I'm very happy with this, so I'm going to be buying more from this house, Franck Olivier, for sure. And especially at the prices, they're very affordable. So let me know if you have any other recommendations. Post them down in the comments. Also, let me know what your scent of the day is, what you've been rocking for spring. And I guess that's all I got for you guys today. See you guys on next time.